Everyone, hello, good afternoon. You're here for a long day, and this is going to be the first project to kind of kick it all off, and you guys are going to see a lot today. Luckily, we are doing this twice, right? So my name is Andy. I'm CMO of AlterVerse, the gaming platform built on Ton Network now and Unreal Engine 5. And I'll go into a bit of detail about us. So if you're into gaming, this might be interesting. We'll touch on some AI. I know this is an AI event, so you guys came here to hear that word a lot. And I'm sure we do have some AI elements involved in the game. So today, during this presentation, I'm going to be going through a brief introduction of the AlterVerse project and our backers, our team and roadmap, the games that are currently in the metaverse and currently in development, and also our nodes, because every presentation needs a selling slide. Anyway, so just give you a brief history lesson about the AlterVerse. We're over 10 years old, founded by Scott McKinney, and since then it's gone through a lot of evolutions. Initially it was designed as an Unreal Engine 4 digital environment for people to engaging, shopping, spend time with friends, everything you would do in some sort of Second Life environment. If you guys were into RuneScape back in the day, or if you were into Second Life, which I'm sure none of us were. And that's the whole point. So, we've built a lot of that, and then we've evolved since then. We started developing into Unreal Engine 5, and we started creating our games. We released a demo via Steam. We also had some live games via Steam, but Steam have been very reluctant to take on Web3 games. So, that's that. But we're looking at exploring other means. Epic Games look like they're quite open about it. Ubisoft are kind of, dipping their toes in the water with NFTs. So, we'll see what the future brings. Okay, so just moving on to our backers. So just so you guys are not familiar, Binance Labs is an incubation arm of Binance, which is a centralized exchange, which I'm sure some of you might be aware of. On top of that, we're working very closely with our Polygon team, Ventures, Gate, Engine Starter played a really pivotal role during our Steam game phase, and they provided a lot of the infrastructure for the games that we build. Okay, so the team thus far. We've got Scott McKinney, our CEO, based in America. There's myself from London. But we also have some very great supporters, including our ambassador, Bruce Shearer, who is coming in as a representative of the AlterVerse project, and several others, including Sequoia, who's here today, who is head of BD. We have James Kim, who's our Korean partner, liaison. So like 3 weeks ago, we had 17 meetings in Korea in 1 week. So we were very busy. We had a lot of great conversations with the Korean gaming teams. It's a growing industry. South Korea is very popular for traditional gaming, as you guys know. So a lot of mobile games came through Korea and into the broader market. So transitioning into Web3 is quite the process. We're helping out with that. So we're super excited. I've kind of briefly explained about my experience as a marketer. I've been in gaming projects for about 3 years now, 3.5 years. I've been in project management closer to 8 years now, mainly in logistics and in property. Pivoted into Web3, started off as an investor, buying a few coins, done well on Doge, and then things happened. And that's that. Since then, I've been pretty much all in on Web3. So here's a brief overview of the games that we currently have available. We have Sky City. This is our central hub, so to speak. This is where we have all our partners based in the metaverse. On top of that, we have some of our more further abroad clothing industries as well. So we have some clothing partners that we work with. The idea behind that relationship was if people win something in-game, maybe like a hoodie or something, then they were able to win it in real life. So that was kind of the talking conversations that we had. But we have a game currently on the Telegram platform. So if any of you guys have TG, you can check out Dog Pooper. And this is funny. Okay. Dog Pooper, ladies and gentlemen. Who likes meme coins and shit coins and dog coins? Yeah. That's kind of what we're leaning into here. It's hilarious. Great fun. We've already got over 450,000 people playing. We're getting an active daily users of about 56,000. And that's just growing and growing and growing. And thank you very much to Tom Network for facilitating it. We're very fortunate to have them. But just in general, like, it's amazing how something like this works in the Web3 gaming environment. Initially, we started off building Unreal Engine 5, these sort of large-scale projects. We built a few of these demos, and the focus groups were generally positive about it. But the people playing Telegram right now is vast, and I think a lot of gaming projects need to pivot fast and get involved in this because it's a huge, huge industry. Yeah, what is .pooper? Merge to earn. Each poo, you can sell it for tokens, and then every time you merge the poo, the value of the poo of the level goes up, and the value of the poo goes up. It goes up by 2 and a bit, times 2 and a bit. And it's poo. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. We also have some really awesome projects coming up in line through our Unreal Engine 5 development team. We also have some Unreal Engine 5 development partners based down in Italy and in the UK and America that we're currently working with to help build out the AlterVerse platform and Unreal Engine 5 aspect. I'm very fortunate enough to have met one of you earlier who's a Blender 3D artist, incredibly talented. So this is another area of the industry that we're looking to explore to find new creatives, new developers, people with very particular skill sets. And here is the fun stuff, tokenomics. I'm sure this is it. So back in 2021, we started our private sale. So this was after the kind of phase they had before with their angel investors. So they started to get listed from there and started to raise funds more officially. During that, we managed to raise 20 million during our Series A round. In our Series B, we raised 50 million. And the token allocation is as follows. I don't know if this thing has a pointer. Oh my God, it has a pointer. Where's the cat? The cat. Oh well. Anyway, where was I? Okay, so our series, so our private A round, which include Binance Labs, Polygon Ventures, and such, we've given them 10% allocation. During our private B, which was including again Polygon Ventures and the rest of them, we've allocated 6%. 1% is for the public. 10% is allocated for the team. And 5% for our advisors. Ecological construction, essentially building the platform and the community. This includes a lot of the current reward schemes that we have in place now for new early adopters. So that's part of that, including, on top of that, we also have an allocation for airdrop. As you see, this is quite unorthodox for most tokenomics pages that you've seen, but you may notice this quite big U shape here, which signifies our 60% of the nodes that we currently have for sale. We've currently sold over 14,000 of these nodes, value in right now of just over 15 million. So it's more than that, I guess we'll have to do some math. But the nodes are currently going to be allocated a majority of the entire platform. This is what we believe the only way to make it as truly decentralized as possible is give full-on what they call it? Yeah, overriding share of the platform. They own 60%. This takes away ownership from the team and the rest of the private investors. The nodes started off priced at $1,000. We quickly got a lot of interest in that, so very quickly we sold 10,000 of them. This was in the process of quite several months, borderline a year, and every time the nodes are sold 500 times, they increase by the value of $50. So with the current remaining amount after 14,000 nodes sold, each node is now valued at 1,400 USDT. And they will continue to increase in value as time goes on. Okay, so moving on to our roadmap. I'm not going to read through all of that, don't worry. But what I want to kind of mainly talk about is our marketing efforts over the next 6 months to a year. So the strategy is going to include a lot of working with our current partners and then developing relations with our new ones. We're working very closely with different projects from around the world to do many cool things, like real-time events like this, like real-life events. We'll be traveling to all the major events this year and next year, and the future, and whatever. So we're super active in that regard. On top of that, we have several Telegram campaigns for user generation, and we'll be hosting AMAs on our channel and joining others. So if any of you guys have any sort of online presence and you want to do some AMAs and do some talk shows on X or Binance Labs or wherever you like to hang out, yeah, we'll be up for joining you on that and saying hello. And sponsoring for rewards and such. So, you know, we're happy to do that. Yeah, so we're coming up to the end. This is our social medias. So if you're a phone addict, if you're spending 5-6 hours a day on your phone, which a lot of us are, you know, I did actually speak in Parliament regarding mobile phone addiction. Guys, we've got to cut down those numbers. I mean, we're just staring at it all day, you know. So, and I actually spoke to some of the mobile gaming companies in Parliament. And I asked them the question, you know, is there any policies in place for mobile phone addiction? And there isn't. It's totally unregulated. We're all just spending time on our phones. So why don't you use that time playing dog pooper? Great idea. Yeah? No? Okay. Great. All right then. Thank you so much for having me today. Really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy. Thank you. Andy, by the way. Yeah.